Okay, so that I can share this with you after this meeting, and then you can. Now, first is I will do the training in terms of entering in the inventory, adjusting inventory, and I will show you the process how inventory should be managed in the system. Now, please note, the system, I don't know the system that you have used before. The plan is that every time they make sales, they enter it in the system using their invoices. And when stock or inventory are bought, it is entered in the system as a bill. And we only do adjustments when there's variance using an adjustment system in the software. Either ordinarily, if everything that was bought is sold using invoices, there should not be any problem. The inventory physically should match the inventory on ground. So let me first start by showing you how to create an inventory. And then I'll use the inventory I created to show you how inventory movement is shown in the system. So first, if you click on Manage Inventory, you will see here, you can see Add Item at the top here. Click on Add Item. Now you can see the system allows you to create both service and goods. The difference between service and goods is that the service is not tracking, meaning that the system doesn't deduct of it's infinite. You can keep doing, you can keep selling service infinitum. Now the advantage of some of these things is basically so that you don't need to be entering information every time. You can populate it at once. But what we want to do here is that we want to enter a particular inventory. So let's assume we want to enter the inventory called, you guys sell, what's that thing you sell? Let's say tiles. Tiles. I'll do two things for you. I'll do tiles as a unit and tiles as a carton. Units. Now, this is the description. You can leave all the other one now. If you want the tiles to have to be in category, so let's assume we want to give it a category name, and it's floor tiles, right? You can create a separate this for it, but let's assume we just want it to be the floor tiles. You can see it's in categories of floor. That means tiles in units under the categories of floor. Now you can give it the description. Tiles 50 times 100. That's the size, right? Because you can have different tiles. Now the system allows you to put the image of the tiles in case you have the image somewhere, so that anybody that wants to say can actually see the image. Two, the system allows you to add, in case you want to allow discount, maximum discount, it's not allowed to do it. But that's not what we're concerned about here. Now, the system also can generate a barcode for you, auto-generate, or if the tiles come with a barcode, you can manually put the barcode of the tiles. You know those barcode, those serial numbers that is in barcode, Abi? You can scan it and the system will have it here. But since I'm generating one, I'll put the system to generate the distance for me. Now, we can, at the top here, put the retail price, the minimum retail price that you cannot sell below this. Do you understand? In case you don't want your staff to sell below any particular price. Now, under here, you can see we have track, I track. If we do not check on this box, the system will not track the inventory, meaning that the system will not deduct whenever it's sold from it. But if you click on track inventory, it means that the system will deduct whenever an item is sold and add whenever item is purchased. This allow negative stock means that system should allow you sell when you have you don't have in stock. But if you don't click it, it means that the system will not allow you to sell it if you do not have it in stock. Now, we've also created by default inventory asset account. Either it is just general inventory, it's a finished good, it's a raw material, or it is a work in progress. Here we are going to, let me just use a normal inventory account. Now we are here to now put in, now you don't need to have a purchase price, right?
Okay.
Because the purchase price usually comes when you sell. So let's say I don't have any purchase price, and whenever I sell it, I want the thing to go to cost of goods sold, inventory sold, and I want to select the purchase, VAT on purchases. Now, let me even demonstrate that, okay, we are buying this in units. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Then we sell it into the sales price at this sales, VAT on sales. We also sell it in units. Are you getting it? It means that 1 unit is equal to 1 unit that we buy, we sell it at 1 unit. Are you following?
Yes.
Now, so let's say, do you want to auto upgrade unit prices if in case you want the unit prices to change based on the price you're going to set outside, but that's not what we are here to do now. So let's click on save. That is how, once you have done that, you can see the system has set it up, right?
Yes.
And it's giving you current stock, which is 0, current value, which is 0. And you can see here, this is where, in case you want to edit it, this shows you the item transactions. If you want to see all the movements on that particular inventory, this is where you adjust manually stocking. And this is where you remove manually stock out when you want to do the variance between physical and this thing. And this is where you delete this particular item. Now, let's go in and buy this item. So we go to bill and raise a bill to buy this item. So let's assume I buy from Hila. Please note that you must create, for you to buy from anybody, there must be a supplier in your system. If you don't have them as a supplier, you need to click on add.
Okay.
And so let's assume I'm buying from Mr. Ejike Monday, who is a, sorry, I think this one should be Monday, and this one should be Ejike, who is a supplier of this. Ejike can either be just a supplier to me, can also be a supplier and a customer. Now, I know where Ejike is, and I know he's in Lagos. Now, if I have the full address, it can be Ikoyi Main Market. That is Ikoyi. All this is basically so that you have the address in the system, right?
Okay.
Click on save. Now I'm buying it today. Now, if I want to track based on different unit in different outlets, you can actually enter that, but that's not what we're doing here now. Now, so I come here and I select the tiles unit I want to buy. You can see the system has put in the description here, Abi. Everything I put on that page.
Yes.
It has also selected the inventory code I want it to be. It has selected the default warehouse supposed to be. But if it's supposed to be another warehouse, I will select it. But this is going to Lagos warehouse. Now, and I am buying 1 unit at 1,000 naira, or let's say 1,250. And then I'm buying 14 units. System will compute that into the system. You can see this 14 units, it completed VAT on it. This is the total amount. Now, if I did get a discount, say I'm buying different items, this discount at this top here is a discount on a line, whereas this discount here is a discount on the basket. So let's say the person gave me a discount of 10%. It will apply on this entire thing that I'm buying. Note that you can either get discount in Naira or you can get discount in units. So let's say the person give me 1,000 Naira discount. It will also remove 1,000. Can you see?
Yes.
Now, One of the other features we have in the system is that in case there was a round off, which is something that is very common in Nigeria, do you understand? And the person says, I'm rounding it up, the amount you have to say is 37 and 50, but I'm removing the 50 kobo from you.
Okay.
That's 59. I removed, that is 0.59 minus 0.50. You can see I removed the 59, therefore I'm paying this particular amount. Do you understand? Now,
yes,
system allows us to add freight charges. As I pay freight of 1,000 on it, the total amount 10,000 on it. Total amount is this is what I'm paying. Now I can now set as approve. Now when you approve it, the system will automatically take this, even though you have not paid for it. It now becomes your accounts payable, right?
yes.
And then if you go into your inventory, let's go to your bills. If you go to your bills, you will see that a part of what you are owing is that you are owing Mr. Ejike the total amount, Abi?
Yes.
Now, great. Now let's even go into the inventory. You will see that the system has recorded the 14 that we bought.
Yes.
Meaning that the system records when you buy in, Abi. So let's now go and sell part of these tiles to now check if so like I said to you, this is the inventory transaction. If you click on here, you will see the average cost, the total value. You will see at the bottom here, you see that the system reference the bill stock in. Do you understand?
Yes.
What we bought, which you can actually see that we bought it based on this PU, purchase order. We bought this 14 and that's the price. So let's now go and sell part of it to Monica. We now sell invoice, want to sell to Monica. We now raise an invoice. Let's take a customer. Okay, let's sell to Dele Akinyemi. We now come here and pick tiles item. You can see that selected. The system is showing us we have 14 in stock. You can see the 14?
Good. Yes.
Now let's assume I'm selling 3. Sorry, I'm selling it at 3,000 per one, and I'm selling 3. Yeah. Let's go and approve. Let's now go back to our inventory to confirm, to tell you that the inventory works if they do it properly. Now you can see by face value, you can see already show that the system has deducted 3 from the 14.
Yes, yes, I understand now.
Now click on this one. It will also show you the movement to show you that, oh, we did an invoice stock out of 3.
This is complete. This is okay.
Now it means that what should be quantity on hand, it is 11. But let's assume now when you are now doing stock count, are you getting it? You now found out that they have 10 on ground. You want to do the adjustment, right?
Okay.
You will come here and do adjustment. You put the date you did the adjustment. You put the note adjustment based on stock count variance as at 28. I'm sure as an accountant at a book, I know the benefit of these narrations are very important, Abi. 28 April 2023. Now we will normally put, if Madam sent us an email, right? We will put based on the email from Mrs. Jola Osho.
Okay.
Jola Osho, dated, say 27th April 2023. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Therefore, we know why. If anybody reviews these adjustments in our books, they will know the reason we adjusted and the date of adjustment. This is the warehouse that we're adjusting from. Where do we send this to? This is not a surplus. This is a deficit. So it's a cost of sales, Abi.
Yes.
So we send it to cost of sales. You can create what do you call it, loss item, what do you call it, into systems. You can adjust here. Now we want to, you can see it's telling us what should be on, what should be there. It should be 11, Abi.
Yes.
But we want to adjust a particular, I want to adjust 1. Are you getting it?
Okay.
Click on save. And the system has adjusted it. You can see it's now 10.
Okay.
If you click on here and then go here, you can see that anybody that sees is okay, this adjustment was because of this.
Okay.
So the person sees that the invoice, this invoice was the basis of this sale. I mean, this bill was the basis of this, the 14 that we got. And then we sold 3, and then we adjusted for 1. The same way if you want to adjust in. So that is how inventory works. Any question?
I don't think there's no question. This one is straightforward. So I have to send an email to the guy and ask him to adjust that stock.
No, he cannot adjust. It's you that should adjust. Madam has said it clearly that you should be the person that should be adjusting. That's why I have to train you on this one.
Okay.
But you must get clearance from Madam to do any adjustments.
I will.
Okay?
No problem, sir.
So any other question do you have on the system?
I don't think there's any question.
Okay.
That's the question that I was wondering in my mind about.
So now you can see that the system works the way we have designed it.
Yes.
The challenge that we have seen is that they are not using the system as we have designed it, meaning that they are not entering the items in the system when they buy, and they are not entering the item in the system when they sell. Therefore, that is what is causing those discrepancies. Then I also noted that another thing that's causing it is that at the beginning, they gave us some wrong values. In terms of the unit.
I told you about that. You understand? But you said that you ascertain the stock.
So you can do any changes that you can correct any inventory the same way I've just shown you. Okay. So it's a very straightforward system. It's very user friendly.
Yes, very user friendly. I've done a hard copy of some of the items. Now I'm going to give it to her to approve. Then I will now upgrade it into this.
Please make sure you're adjusting based on the warehouses. So please, it's important. You select the warehouse. Abuja, what's one of those warehouses that they have? Abuja, Obalende, different warehouses. Make sure you adjust in those warehouses, please. So when you are going to adjust, make sure you pick the warehouse that you're adjusting on. And the narrations are very important.
No problem. I will, whenever I have any.
Oh, before I go, I wanted to quickly show you also, whenever you have things that are multi-dimension in terms of units. And so let me show you, let's assume we have an inventory, same ties, you buy it in carton, but you sell in units. So let me quickly show you that. So let's assume I have tiles, carton. Yes, I will go through it so that I don't waste your time. Let's assume this is it, right? Purchase. Now I buy it in carton, right?
Okay.
But I want to sell it in units. I tell the system I want to sell it in units. The system will now ask me how many units are in one carton. You can see. So if I say there are 12, or let's say 100, or let's say 120 in units in a carton, right?
Okay.
you need to count, you need to understand how many units are in a carton, or how many, how do you sell it in pieces, Abi?
Yes, what makes a carton?
Yes, so let's assume it is 120. So let's assume I now go to buy that tiles in carton. Let me buy from the same my supplier, which is Monday. But I'm not buying this thing for Monday. I'm buying this one that is in carton. Because I didn't put the narration, that's why it's not showing here. So in Lagos, like can you see it's carton here, Abi? Then yeah. I'm buying one. Let me buy one carton so that you see it clearly.
So if you say you are buying, what of in pieces? Because that one is
no. You have said to the system you are buying in carton.
Okay, I understand.
You must be specific in setting up. If you buy in carton, and so if you have items you buy in pieces, you must set it up in pieces. If you buy it in carton, you must. So this one I'm buying in carton.
Yes, there are some cases we buy in cartons and sell in pieces.
Yes, that's the case I'm showing you now. When you buy in carton, I want to sell in pieces.
Okay.
So now I come here and I'm buying just one carton. I save and approve. If you go into the system will have automatically broken down that carton into pieces.
Okay.
You can see?
Okay.
So I can sell it in pieces. So if I go to invoice, create an invoice, and I'm sending to this guy again, and I pick the tiles carton, you can see the system is showing me I have 120 because it knows I want to sell it in pieces, right? So I'm selling in pieces, okay. And I want to sell out of this. I want to sell just 12. So this is where you must take care of understanding how the setup is important. So if I go into the system now and look, say manage inventory and see my inventory, you can see the same I deducted what I sold from it.
Oh, yes. Yes. It's okay. You
can see it has even given me, the system has computed the average for that's for each of these things. So that's how it works. So it is important that if you have item that you are selling, you are buying in one quantity and selling another quantity, you must set it up in that manner.
Okay.
That's so you must, and then you will do stock counts in the manner that you have set up.
Okay.
Any question? I think it's very straightforward.
I don't think there's any question.
Okay.
I just need to get into action. So in case I have issues, I'll be able to call your attention.
Okay.
So I believe in 1 or 2 transactions, I should be able to master the whole process.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So I will share this with you, sir.
Okay.
All right, thank you very much. I will send this recording to you, which you can reference anytime to give you a clarity on it.